Alright guys, the Ghost here. Welcome back. As you can tell, different camera angle today. Trying a few things out. Just trying to get the best setup I can for you guys to be able to kind of see what I'm doing and what's going on. So anyway, gonna give this a try. Today is package day for me, and it's not traditional went to the mail, picked it up package, but I got a message the other day from my buddy over at K1 Locks, and he said, man, you got to stop by. I got some stuff for you. And so after I got off work yesterday, I ran over to his house, and we kind of BS'd for a little bit, but he's like, yeah, I got some stuff for you. So one of the first things he handed me was these pinning trays. He watches my videos, and he knows that my normal, I don't have regular pinning trays. I never have. I actually have a video that I'm working on putting together, talking more about the big haul of doorknob locks and stuff that I got, that you guys have seen. I've done a couple videos on so far, but it shows how to break all those down and go through all those. But anyway, so I'm working on still putting that together. But in there I was talking about, because that kind of what is turning into a little mini series was supposed to be Locksport on cheaply. So one of the things that I pointed out was that I don't have regular pinning trays, and I never have. It's just not something that, like, I was always able to get by without it. I see some of the pinning trays you guys got out there, and they're either custom ones that have your names in them, and they are freaking awesome. And don't get me wrong, if I could afford to get one or have one made, I would most surely do that. But if it's not something I don't really have to spend money on, there's other things that I can spend money on. So, but anyway, my pinning trays are not even trays, they are coasters. And I've had these for years. There's just kind of got a waffle design in them, but they're compartmentalized, and they work absolutely perfect for using as pinning trays. And I've got a stack of them over here that I kind of rotate through as this one kind of became a catch-all, you can see, but you know, we all know that we're usually working on 3 or 4 things at one time. So at any one time, 3 or 4 of these are all filled up, and they're just kind of sitting across the front of my desk. So that's where it's nice to have several of them. But so anyway, he goes, man, I noticed that you don't have. So he handed me these and said, you can have these, and I'm like, man, that's awesome. Thank you. You know, you really don't have to do that. I'm like, I'm fine with, I get by with what I got. He's like, yeah, but it's all good, man. You got to have a pinning tray. So he gave me these. And I was, at that point, I was kind of blown away. I'm like, that's, just to randomly give, a buddy something like that that's just cool. And then he handed me these 4 challenge locks that are from other people that he's already picked and worked through. And he was telling me that he's got a couple of videos that he's got to compartmentalize and put together to put up, but on picking some of these. But I haven't even, when I got them from him, I glanced at them. He was kind of telling me where he got them from. And then I came home and I set them aside. I've been working on trying to clean up the office and the desk and the space and organize some stuff. I've got a couple of or a bin for incoming challenge locks. I now have a bin for outgoing challenge locks. that I'm working on finishing putting together. And so anyway, I'm doing some organizing and cleaning up. So I haven't even really looked through these. I wanted to wait till I could do it on camera to be able to kind of share with you guys. So I will look. Well, let's go ahead and do that now. So he handed me all these, and I just kind of glanced at them, and I was excited. I'm super excited to actually have some challenge locks to be able to pick. Because this is, when I started this channel, this is one of the things that I'm like, okay, I can get into doing this now. Or I can do some exchanges with some people. But so anyway, this one is Leon's lock pad challenge lock called Easy Now. Easy Now. I think, I want to say that I remember seeing somebody pick this on a video, and it was definitely not easy. If this is the one I'm thinking of, it was definitely not easy. I'll have to go back and look and see. But anyway, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this already. But so with this new camera angle, I'm working on trying to figure out a couple of things. But I think maybe if I do this, there's your bitting. And it doesn't look too crazy, but crazy enough. Works beautifully, no snag at all. And this will be my first forte into Euro cylinders. I've never had the pleasure of having a Euro cylinder and never had the pleasure of picking a Euro cylinder. So the fact that the first one's going to be a challenge lock sounds like fun. So I'm excited. That was that one. I got the next one here. And I remember, I think, looking at the tag, this one is by AJ. Baptism by Fire, number 20. So this one, I'm trying to think. It seems like I might have seen somebody pick this one too. I don't know. God, they all run together, guys. You know that. It's sometimes it's hard to tell. But here's your bitting on that one. Nice. Looks like a nice gatekeeper right in the front, and then a series of high cuts. So that one should be pretty interesting. Ooh. Well, it turns. It's really, really stiff. Like, it feels like something might be dragging in there. It gets right there and it locks up. And I could probably force it around, but I don't want to do that. And then same thing with this. It gets about right there and it locks up. So I don't know if it's supposed to do that, or it's just maybe been through so many hands that maybe something's tweaked out in there. We'll maybe try and put a pick on this, and ooh, I can see that first pin in there. It's got some craziness to it. Anyway, we'll see what we can do with this one. And AJ, if you see this video, you know, you built this, obviously, if you remember. Let me know if it's supposed to be like that, or if, maybe it's got an issue after being through so many hands, or but we'll see what we can do. It still turns, or, you know, just doesn't make a full rotation, so should be able to get something out of it, hopefully. And then, oh God, Latrine Duty by Fast Charlie. No shim needed with proper follower. I definitely remember somebody, or 2 or 3 people, picking this on some videos I've seen. Oh, here. For you guys that don't know, that is some crazy freaking bidding. Holy crap. This one is going to be interesting. An old Sergeant. Good Lord Almighty. And it works beautifully. No snag at all. Flawless. I'm trying to remember. It seems like I've seen this one picked on video a few times too. So Who knows? I might be able to go back and find some videos and watch you guys struggle with these and maybe help me out a little bit. And then this last one is a padlock, Avis 7240, and this one is by Gearon Bodner, number 4. I don't know if I've heard of Gearon Bodner. I think that's Gearon Bodner, Geronbodner. So it looks like one of the keys is mummied. This one's got stickiness on it, so it feels like at one time they were probably both mummied. Holy cow. Check out that bitting. Sorry, try not to blind you guys. The light's directly above me. Couple of low ones and then right into the high ones right between them. That one's going to be interesting. And it works beautifully too. Oh man. Lots of challenge locks to mess with. Anyway, so this has got me super excited, and I was thrilled at that point. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Thank you, brother, so much. And then we just started, BSing and talking, and it's income tax time, and one of the things I had mentioned was I need to get a few new picks, and I need to get some to replace some of the ones that I use a lot. My main setup is the multi-pick Elite in 20, I believe they're 25,000s, because I have, and scattered it throughout here is the very first professional kit I ever bought was the Dangerfield Praxis dual gauge kit, and it's 15,000s and 23,000s. And then I as time went on, I bought the multi-pick kit, and I love them all. They all have their own uses, and they're phenomenal. But some of my multi-picks, you guys have seen in some of my other videos, are getting scary looking. This was a medium hook, and it is now a short hook, and you can see the bend in it. It still works, and it still works great. I use this for a lot skinnier, narrower keyways, smaller stuff, the little tiny masters and stuff that is really hard to, you kind of almost need something just flat, and this works perfectly for that. So that's about all I use it for anymore. And then without going into too much more, this was one of my deeper hooks, and you can see the bends that are in that. My DeForest Diamond is one of my favorites out of this kit, the smaller DeForest Diamond, and it's almost flat at this point. I've got one, my short hook actually, I broke off completely, and turned it into more of a probe, grounded all, pointed it, so I still use it for other things, but the day that broke was kind of sad. But anyway, actually I think I told you that backwards. That one I broke was the medium hook, because I still have the piece. It's stuck to my magnet board up here. And then this one was my short hook, and it's down to flat. But anyway, so we were talking about picks, and where I'm going with this is we got to talking about picks, and I told him, I said, I got income tax coming in, and one of the things that we always do is me and my wife, kind of talk about anything that we that either of us kind of really needs to get, and then after that's all said and done and all the bills are paid, then it's like, okay, is there anything we kind of want? We kind of will do a little bit of something of a little splurge. But so anyway, I told him, I told my wife that I need to get some new picks. So I need to get some to replace these, and I was just talking about getting some singles, and I'll probably try and pick just those up, and then I want to try a few others. And I told him, I said, I'm thinking about maybe picking up a couple Petersons, and a couple of sparrows. I've never used sparrow picks. I've always seen them, and I'm like, they look good. I just haven't ever bought any. And he took me into his lock lab area, and he reaches into his pick. He's got a thing kind of like this that's hanging up that all his picks are in. And he reaches in and he pulled this one out. And I'm sorry guys, I don't know Sparrow's picks, so I can't tell you exactly which one this is, but anybody who knows them is going to be able to see it and tell you. But anyway, he pulled this one out, handed it to me, and said, here, you can have this. And I looked at him and I went, no, man, I can't take your picks. I'm like, that's our tools, that's what we use. I'm like, I can't take your picks. He goes, no, take it, it's cool. And then he reached in and he pulled out this one. And he handed it to me. And he said, here, keep this one too. And I said, no, man. I tried to hand them back to him. I'm like, I cannot take your picks, man. He goes, no, it's cool. I have a lot. It's plenty. It's fine. I want you to have them. And at that point, I was absolutely blown away. Guys, I wish I could convey the... I'm sure a lot of you know, because a lot of you have probably experienced it, but as sappy as it is, the emotion that I felt, just because these are, without these, we can't do anything. Well, it's not like giving somebody a lock or, even a couple of tension wrenches. That picks are the essential tool that you have to do what we do. And so for another picker who I respect and admire, to reach into his personal picks and pull out a couple and hand them to me and just say, here, take these, it's beyond words for me. And I just cannot say enough good about K1 Locks. He's the one who really pushed me and helped me get started with doing YouTube videos. He's been a huge supporter of mine, and he's just a great guy. He's a really, really awesome, great guy. Very, very amazing human being. And let's just put it that way. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This means the world to me. This is a bonus. This means the world to me. And I want you to know I appreciate it. So, K1 Locks, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys don't know K1 Locks or have not been to his channel, you have got to check him out. He's got some very cool stuff over there. Check him out. You guys will enjoy him. I'm sure that most everybody who's subscribed to me or is seeing this is already subscribed to him. But if you're not, you got to check him out. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. This video is a little longer than I was anticipating, but we're going to deal with it. I think that's about it. I'm working on, I'm trying to figure out exactly, I'm going to do a entry video for Zed Wrenches giveaway. That's the one without your senses, so touch, sight. I think I just saw a video of Pocket Woman who literally blocked every one of her senses. She used a blindfold, a gas mask, gloves. She filled her mouth with sour candies to distort her taste sense. And she said she was sleep deprived and has gone for 4 days without sleep. I don't know if she did that specifically to do her video, but anyway. Crazy stuff. And she got her open and she got her submission. So I'm pretty sure that was Pocket Woman I saw that did that. But anyway, check it out. It's kind of funny. So I'm working on I'm putting together an idea of what I want to do, and I'm not going to go near that elaborate. Mine's going to be a lot more basic. But anyway, so I'm working on that, and then I got some ideas for stuff in the pipeline. This puck lock being one of them. You guys seen a video where I picked it and gutted it, and that was a disaster. So if you want to see something blow up in my face, go check that out. And then I did another video. I repinned it with some American pins. So I'm gonna probably get a pick on that one on camera and share it with you guys, just to kind of tie everything together with that. And then I got a few other things in the pipeline. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and come back. And remember, keep it legal.